Hello guys, this is Apex Predator, and I'm sorry for not uploading in like 2 weeks. I've been busy, and uh, right now this is probably gonna come out in the next few days from the day I'm recording this, because the internet's down for like most of the city. For like most of the city. So yeah, so I quickly wanted to do this, and I wanted to redo the what if Deku was transported to Danmachi, because I royally screwed myself when I messed up the timeline and stuff like that. So when I was recording that, I don't think I was like correct in the head. That sounds weird. But yeah. I guess this is what if Deku was transported to Danmachi, Part 1 Redo. So, Izuku Midoriya, as you know if you've watched the first episode, there is a report of a suspect with a interdimensional quirk which transports people to different dimensions. It's only been used 4 times or a few times, and none of them have been able to return. So Deku, this is after Sir Night Eye's agency, and well, the internships, or I'm just gonna call them the internships. So when they're interning, Deku doesn't know where to go because he still needs to finish his internship. So Nejire and Froppy and Ochako or Araka offer him to go to Ryukyu's agency. So they do, and they're going on a quick patrol around the city. And then they come across the villains. This time in this redo, I'm going to put him by himself. He's being apprehended by Dead Arms. Yeah, he's being apprehended by Dead Arms. And once he starts spewing out a weird white and colorful energy from his hands, Dead Arms jumps out the way, and Deku smashes the ground underneath the energy to try and neutralize the attack. But what he didn't think would happen was that he would get hit by it and get transported to a different dimension, aka Danmachi. Once they see that Izuku is gone, they apprehend the villain and go into questioning, and they figure out that there is really no way to come back from that place. He says that he doesn't know where they go. He just knows that they're in a different dimension, and that's all he knows. So they couldn't get any more information out of him. and there are 5 missing reports, people going to different worlds. And then, once Aizawa gets word of this, he's upset. Now that that his problem child is gone, he's one of the biggest morale boosters and one of the most inspiring students among the Class 1A. He's one of the 2 people that inspire everyone in the entire 1A classroom. So, when Aizawa takes liberty of going to Anko and telling her she's heartbroken, her only family is gone. Now all she has is a sister figure named Mitsuki Bakugo. So, because she just lost the only family she ever had, Aizawa recommended that she goes to live with someone very close to your family, seeing as your husband, Hisashi Midoriya, hasn't been seen in Japan in 15 years, in 15 years. Then, Mitsuki barges in to the room where Aizawa and Enko are talking, and Mitsuki runs up to Enko and hugs her. And that's basically how things happen. She packs her stuff, all the essentials, sells some stuff, keeps a few All Might merch for herself just to remember Deku by. And she leaves the house and lives with Mitsuki and Maruta? No, that's Naruto or something, I don't know. Bakugo's dad, yeah. And the reason why Mitsuki knows is because Bakugo knows because he's in Class 1A and Aizawa told them. So, yeah. So, now there's no hope for him to come back home. They're all heartbroken children, losing one of their most inspiring characters. Yeah. So, in the 20th floor of the dungeon, Izuku Midoriya is spewed out of a weird crystal, not a monster crystal, and the crystal breaks and shatters and disintegrates itself into nothingness. So there's no way anyone could take it and research it. Because I'm not planning on Deku going back to that world, because, let's be honest, we all know what type of ship's going on now. Okay, so he sees a monster chewing on one of the missing heroes. He's horrified at the sight and quickly jumps in and smashes the monster's head in, trying to save the hero. But when he goes to walk up to the hero is dead. There are more monsters coming. Some of them are running away from a corridor going up. Izuku Midoriya is confused. He doesn't know what's going on. and all of a sudden, Bet and Ainz jump out of the corridor and smash the monsters' faces in. And these are the caterpillars that came up in season 2, where they showcased the other side of the anime, the one with the Loki familia. So once that happens, they notice Deku and see the dead man right next to him crying over a dead man who he could not save. So they quickly grab him and run off up to the 18th floor. So at this time, it is basically the raid where they come back, and then the Minotaurs go up to the lower floors, up to the lower level floors, and yeah, so they're on that raid. So this is basically the beginning of the anime for Bell. So once that happens, Ainz takes the liberty of asking the first question. Who are you, and what is your name? Deku answers, my name is Izuku Midoriya, and I don't know where I am right now. This seems really weird. Swords, monsters, it all seems so weird. What's going on? Ainz asks, you seem unfamiliar with our world for some reason. Why is that? Where do you come from? Deku answers, I come from a society of heroes and villains, where heroes save the day like an everyday thing, like an actual job. They get paid by the government on how many people they save, the strength of the villain, and how much money they save from property damage. Stuff like that. And it's also a place where 80% of the population has a power called quirks. Ainz is confused. Finn is in the background, just listening to this, him saying quirks. I mean, like, actual quirks? Like, having some sort of fiery personality, aggressive personality, a very sad personality, that type of quirk? No, not exactly, Izuku answered. You see, the human race actually evolves, and there is one less joint in our pinky toe that basically shows us that we have inherited an evolved body, or we are more evolved than people who are quirkless, the 20% of the population without a quirk. So we have super strength, literally fire manipulation, transformations, all sorts of stuff. Anything you can think of, even the weirdest types of little quirks. Like extending your fingers to unorthodox lengths, or having dragon wings or demon wings, I guess. Him trying to explain basically useless quirks, to my opinion, to the two boys who bullied him with Kachan, Bakugo. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's where I come from. Bet's just not taking a shit. That's bullshit, dipshit. I don't believe you. What? Are you quirkless? Well, him thinking in his head, well, I don't think All For One knows about interdimensional travel, I guess, if I truly am in a different world. Before I answer you on that thing, Wolf Boy, Bet arguing, what do you call me? Wow. Him thinking in his head, wow, this is basically Kachan all over again. What's wrong with you, little kid? You're so sweaty. I'm just nervous, Izuku answered. Anyway, Finn said, well, let's explain our world. You see, we here in this world, we are adventurers, and we are part of a guild. But outside of the guild, there are familias. Familias are comprised of adventurers, adventurers, supporters, blacksmiths, anything you can think of. Really. So, the weird thing is, I don't hear you mention anything about gods. Do you guys not have gods in your world? Izuku, Midoriya. Wow, what a weird name, he thinks in his head. Well, gods are a myth to us in my world, Izuku answered him. Finn being surprised. Myth? A myth, he replied. Izuku continuing, yeah, we haven't seen a god. We have religions, which are basically like gatherings of people who believe in one god or a different god. By the way, what do you mean there's gods in this world? I'm assuming. Finn answered, well, the leader of each and every familia is a god. They give us a blessing, adding a person to their familia. Getting a god or goddess's blessing means that you're part of their familia. Izuku asked, so what familia are you part of? We are part of the Loki familia. Izuku trying to remember where he's heard that. Oh my god. The Avengers! Wait, the God of Thunder? No. The God of Thunder's brother. No, it cannot be. Him wondering in his head. So, does Loki have a brother? I'm not quite sure if Thor exists in this world, so I'm just gonna say, who the hell is Thor? Okay, so it must be a different Loki. By the way, it must be a different Loki. Oh, and by the way, do you mind coming with us to the surface? Finn asked. Izuku wondering what they're talking about. Aren't we on the surface already? uh, Riveria, uh, Riveria, Ainz, Bet, and Finn, and some of the other main characters in the Loki familia all laugh. It's like, no, this is the 18th floor. It is a safe zone. Izuku wondering what he means by safe zone. He thinks, oh my god, this is a game. Am I playing a game right now? Am I in a world where life is a game? He wonders. Nah, it doesn't seem like that. If it was a game, then that hero would have respawned. So definitely do not want to die. So Izuku asked, by the way, what is the god Loki's ability or attribute? Finn actually stating, oh no, Loki is a woman. She's a goddess. Izuku being like, wait, what? Okay. Well, as you say, Thor is not a brother. She's a sister. Oh my gosh. Did they just gender bend so many characters? He's thinking in his head, I don't know if I can take this in. So she is the god of mischief. Exactly, Finn stated. Okay, I'll come with you guys. I've literally nothing better to do. Like, this is the most important thing in my life right now. Because I have no idea how to get back to my world. By the way, how did you get here? I just jumped out of a crystal or something. A crystal? I didn't see any crystals near you. Well, it disintegrated itself for some reason. And that guy, he was a pro hero from my world. There's a person with an interdimensional quirk that can teleport people to different dimensions. I heard of him on the news. So yeah, I guess I'll stay here for a while. Well, why not? Let's make some friends, he's thinking. And that will be it for this episode. Tell me if you like it. Well, I guess just comment or click the like button, whatever you want to do. But thank you for listening if you've gotten this far, and I'll release part 2 like a few seconds after this is released, because honestly I'm bored out of my mind, and yeah, I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to post anything until like 3rd episode that I've recorded. So yeah, thank you and bye.